Living in the East Village, Steve Mendelson has been biking to work for about 3.5 years.
Ready for school?
On a typical weekday, Steve walks Bella in the morning.
Come on, let's go to work. Let's go to work.
Takes her to the daycare center.
Let's go to work.
And then bikes to work.
We're about 10 or 12 minutes away from the nearest subway. So just to even get to the subway, it's a long, cold walk during the winter. So it's about 10 minutes to the subway and another 20 minutes on public transportation just to get to my office. But by biking, if I hit the lights right, I can do it anywhere from 12, 13 minutes, 15 minutes most.
He not only uses it for commuting, but also as a way to exercise.
During the summer when it's not freezing cold, get up and 8 in the morning, do a couple laps in Central Park, go over the Brooklyn Bridge. It's really fun, and it's just a great way to see the city.
Steve is one of over 200,000 people in New York City who bike regularly for transportation and fitness. New York's Department of Transportation tracks the number of cyclists and trips during the day. They discovered that it increased by over 50% from 2008 to 2013. Among these cyclists, not everyone in the city owns a bike, but some, like Bianca Brewer, still bike every day. She's a graduate student from Belgium, a country with a strong cycling culture.
I have a city bike rack right outside my front door, so I use the bike to come to school every day. I just signed up for the yearly membership when I moved here, and it's $95 for the whole year, which seemed like a great deal to me when I found out that 1 month on the subway costs you $120 or something. For me, the city bike just seems so convenient because it's not that I have to worry about locking my bike places and then worry about parts of it getting stolen.
Bianca prefers City Bike, but even with the program's app on her smartphone, there are still issues.
One of the problems I have is that if I go out in the morning, then the rack outside my house is completely empty because everybody obviously takes one in rush hour to go to work. And then when I come home at night, it's the opposite. The rack is completely full, and then I have to go and look for another place to park it. And sometimes I spend 10-15 minutes looking for one because everything's full. I think they need to do a better job of moving the bikes around.
And our old one
Bike New York is a nonprofit organization promoting cycling in the city and is pleased to see the increase in cyclists.
There's health benefits of cycling. There's the psychological benefits that I get when I ride. I feel good and my thoughts are clear, that kind of thing. It takes some of the strain off of our public transportation system. It's better for the environment than taking a taxi or driving. It's good for local businesses. People can get to different businesses more easily on bike if there's a bike lane going by, like a restaurant or a shop or something like that. So it's been proven that it's beneficial financially for them.
The first bike path in America opened in Brooklyn in 1894. New York City now has over 250 miles of bikeways, including 30 miles of protected bike lanes.
We're here on 8th Avenue. This is one of the first protected bike lanes installed in New York City and one of the first protected bike lanes installed in the US. And it's designed to separate bicycle traffic from car traffic. And we're here at one of the intersections where cars and cyclists have dedicated signals. So cars have a left turn arrow where they can only turn on the green, and bikes have a dedicated bike signal with a bike icon on it.
Currently studying for his master's degree in city and regional planning at the Pratt Institute, Stephen Miller reports for Streets Blog, which advocates for better walking, biking, and transit in the city. Miller believes that designing a high-quality bike infrastructure is the key to improving safety and promoting cycling.
As more people are cycling, it becomes safer to cycle. It's a virtuous cycle, in effect, because people then feel safer on the streets, and then they themselves become more likely to ride a bike, therefore making it even safer. And the way you do that is you redesign the streets so that people know that they have a space that's dedicated for cycling, that's safe, that's comfortable, and then they'll get out there.
Another way the city makes streets more bike-friendly is through painted bike lanes. However, installing bike lanes can be very expensive and time-consuming. Studies show that the average cost for a 5-foot bike lane is around $130,000. A single project can take years to complete, and during the construction, the street is both unappealing and difficult to use. And not everyone loves bike lanes and the push to build more of them. According to a USA Today report, New York City ranks 5th in cities with the worst traffic. Drivers are afraid bike lanes will make traffic even worse.
They cannot use a bike in all the situations like cars. Cars is more important and take like 5 persons in the same car. The bike for just 1 person. So imagine like 5 biking in the same road just for 1 car, and they have 5 bikes. This is not a solution for bike, especially when they have already a lane for the fire trucks, nobody can drive, and a lane for buses, you can drive on it. So now if you put another lane for a bike, you don't have that space for the cars to drive.
Although drivers and bikers are usually fighting for space in the city, there are bicycle greenways, like the one along the Hudson River, where cars and bikes have a separated path and get along well. Hudson River Greenway is also the busiest bike lane in the city because it is convenient, safe, and pleasant to ride on. When lanes like these are available in the outer boroughs, people also cycle regularly. A bicycling greenway, next to Flushing Bay in Queens, attracts many cyclists and pedestrians even on cold and windy days. They are attracted to the beautiful view and the protected and well-maintained bike lane.
I see families with their children on their bikes, going back and forth. It's very nice. The more available they are in the neighborhoods, the easier it would be for people to have access to them and to be able to exercise on a daily basis.
New York City doubled bicycle commuting between 2007 and 2011 and aims to triple it by 2017. Most of the bike lanes will be added in the outer boroughs, where these lanes are most in need. The culture of cycling in the city could take years to establish, and making it fully bike-friendly is difficult to achieve. But New York is making progress.
Make that commitment, get on the bike. It keeps you healthy. You don't have to go to the gym. You get your exercise while you're getting to work. It's way more fun. Ride more, you won't regret it.
Biking to and from work, even twice a week, could easily add 30 minutes of exercise to our total. Outdoor exercise is not limited to just walking and biking. With a safer and more pleasant environment to work out, more and more people are getting out and exercising creatively.